Oh yeah, it's me. Oh yeah, it's your pal Day9. Rocking out some DSP. Alright. You can now extract crude oil. Okay, so I didn't realize this, but the game was running while I was minimized. I thought I waited until I hit my Mach 2 leggies. Hey, it looks like I'm a little faster. That's kind of nice. Ooh, zoinks. Inventory capacity. Alright. Not that worried about that right now. Whoa. It looks like we are researching stuff at a pretty steady clip. Alright. So, energy matrix. Okay, perfect. You've unlocked the energy matrix, one of the 5 source codes to keep the center brain simulating. And the key to activate more tech. So, what I am thinking I will do then, therefore, is... Let's find out what this needs. So what is this? This is hydrogen. How does one make hydrogen? So there's a lot of ways to make hydrogen. Which the game is not exactly going to tell me. There's something about, like, where when I... Oh, there we go. Oh, thank God. Refined oil. So this is crude oil. Okay. So it looks like, if I come back to this... So this is easy. I just take coal and I pump it straight into energetic graphite, right? So we already have this, right? We just straight smelt it. It's made in a smelting facility. Easy. This is going to be the tricky pickle, is the hydrogen, where we need to find some oil. There's a lot of different ways to make hydrogen. Why will it only show me one way to do this? I guess that's fine. So what I need to do now is... This is plasma refining? Hydrogen and refined oil. Okay, so what is it saying to me? So this is... So what is this? This hydrogen and refined oil can be obtained by refining crude oil with plasma. So oil refineries, oil extractor. I'm a little confused as to what it's saying to me right now. But I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna... Ooh, wait. Oh, whoopsie daisies. I need to get this. This needs to get finished, like, fast. You have to unlock the other methods. Okay. So I have the ability to do stuff that requires plasma. Alright, I'm able to view the different veins on the planet.
You have unlocked the universe exploration. Now you can click the details display button in the lower right corner of the screen to open real-time distribution details of the ore veins.
There's coal, iron, stone, coal. Oh, here's a bunch of crude oil seeps way over here. So here's me. So it looks like crude oil is just on way the fuck the other side of the planet. Okay. It's going to be the most easily accessible crude oil. Oh, shit. Is there any crude oil on... Okay. So this might actually be good to literally go to the opposite end of the fucking planet and move it down this way. Oh my god, did Sockrail just raid us? Oh, Sockrail. Oh, Sockrail. Oh, Chris, thanks for the raid, man. For any of you who don't know, Chris and I are going to be playing Escape from Tarkov next week. Chris actually gave me a little personalized tutorial last week. No, not last week, yesterday. That's right, I see. So I can actually... Okay. How's your stream go? How are things going, Chris? Plasma. This is high efficiency plasma control. Oh, wait a minute. What? Hydrogen refined oil. Plasma exciter? Wow. I don't have any basis in reality for me to understand this shit, even a little bit. Alright, I have no idea. Reroll the Factorio is Dana going to be any good. I want to unlock flying. Yeah, let's actually unlock some. Holy shit, there's so many. How do I fly? I'm gonna queue up some stuff. Bottom row, first group. Drive engine unlocks mecha flight. Oh! Flying will consume a lot of energy. That's fine. I'm an energetic man. It's like No Man's Sky or No It All. No, it's literally Factorio. Alright. So it should be that I can walk this way. I can start... Where's the plasma exciter? This is an oil refinery. Okay, so I want... Oh, we need to make steel. Okay. All right, so that's our first thing. That's like our new first things first. Is we need to start producing some fucking steel. Okay. So I'm going back here. I'm going right on back here. Okay, so how do we want to do steel production? Because I kind of don't want to keep forking off this main line. But then again, I don't really know if that matters at all. Because I kind of want to reserve all this for this basic shit. Okay, able to view the vein reserves in the whole planetary systems. Oh, dude, let's do this. Let's take a scroll back. So if I click on this planet and, like, zoom in... How do I view the resources in the whole planetary system? So if how do I escape? Oh no, this is where I am. This is my planet. I want to know how to... How do I switch the view? How does the hotkey system work? Oh shit, what is this? Lock North Pole. Oh, is this what it means by seeing the... Ah, okay. Okay, I see. It's just the summary information on the right. Ocean-type lava? Ooh, this is cool. This is cool that... I love the implication that, like, you will be able to go all the way back to each of these bases and build a little colony here. So where am I? So now it's time to do some steel processing. So how do we make steel? Alright, so steel is... Oh. Easy. Huh? It's perfect. Alright, who's ready for just some basic construction, huh? Watch this. Mining machine, rotato. Alright, so I'm just taking this down. Get the hell out of my base. Something happened. Does it matter to me? Not especially. You, my little buddy, you are going to just be producing a ton of stuff. Alright, let's make the Smelters. This would be under production, I assume. F1. Oh. Poop. This is an assembler. No, this is a smelter. Why does it say assembler? Oh, this is the amount of time it would take in an assembler. Okay. Build. Build. Soon enough, I'm going to start automating all my other stuff. Alright. Soon enough, I will have all the smelters I need. Soon enough. So let's just start laying the groundwork, huh? So what are we going to have? So here's some more copper, which I'll probably need for other stuff. I think I built this too far over. I still don't have a good feel for how things are going to actually wind up looking. I think that's okay. So I think what we'll do is we will say, if we want more of these, we stack them vertically and shit. Oh yeah, I need to stand close. Energy consumption complete. Do I actually have enough of this stuff in here? Oops. Perfect. Alright, here we go. I gotta say, it is really nice to be able to just, like, angle this down and see stuff. Like, just graphically, this game's really fun to look at. Okay, here we go. We're going to get ourselves a little bit more coal. Into our booty. So let's just load a little bit more of that in there. Let's organize our inventory. Let's dump this into there. I'm probably going to take some of that wood and construct some other stuff. So we should have some smelters that have been produced now. Still taking a little bit of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of like build out here. I'm going to be, let's have this be an internal set of, I don't have a good sense of how many of various things I need, but I'll build some smelters here. So this will turn them into ingots, then I'll put another row. But I want to make this vertical. I probably want to make it vertical. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I completed... Oh my god. I have made a mistakey. Alright. Yeah, I'm actually just going to do this vertically. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to have a vertical... Dude, I need to make a conveyor belt assembler, man. Okay, so I am actually going to have a thing... I am going to make a conveyor belt producer right away. I'm just going to make that, okay? This takes 1 ingot, this takes... Okay, so... Let's do our Factorio shortcutting for a moment here. Where the hell's the smelters? Alright, I'm losing track. Alright, so what we will do is this will take in this, and this will produce that. let's see how quickly these are made. This is 1 every 1 second. This is 1 every 1 second. And how much is a conveyor belt? Conveyor belt is 2 and 1, so that's really whatever. Research is just going to be happening for me, and it's fine. So we're going to make a conveyor belt maker. So I kind of want, like... where's my smelters? Alright, close, close, F, F, F. Wait, and... how do I make this again? So if I have, like, a... and is this made in an assembler? Assembler and replicator. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have 3 smelters. Ooh, everything's looking a little ugly. And I love it when things are a little ugly, so we do this, this, this. Alright, so now they're all going to make this. This one is going to dump into an assembler, which is this fucking big guy. Oops. Check this out. Bang. Boom. Alright, well... almost boom. I want these to feed directly into this. Oh my god, it's Nylaus. Mr. Nylaus, how are you? Doing this fine day. Nylaus has an amazing channel dedicated to all sorts of Factorio tips and tricks. I've seen you uploading a lot of Dyson Sphere Program videos. One of the reasons why I did a little Dyson Sphere Program today was yo content. Buildings, make me this. Now, how can I get these damn things to link together? There. So I want this one. This is going to be feeding this in there. Can I get this? Oh, shit, I can. Oh, fuck yeah, they're bendy. Oh, my God. Alright, so we're going to have this. Oops, I'm going to need a storage. Nope, 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 no storage. Oh, I need to make one? Oh, give me a break. Now, says, love this game. It's amazing how polished it is. What do you think of it so far? You know, there's part of me that... There's something that has happened to me for as long as I've had a mind. Which is that my brain always wants the thing that I am familiar with. Like, it's so easy to play this. And be like, oh, doesn't have the thing Factorio had. Or, ooh, why can't I create a bus in the way that I could in Factorio? You know, because the conveyor belts don't have the... same sort of structure and limitations. Ugh. Alright, so let's make a little conveyor belto. Just things like that. So, I'm finding, though, I'm still having quite a lot of fun making a bit of a spaghetti mess of a factory. Oh my god. Please. Please, for the love of God. Such as right now, I'm running out of stuff at an insane rate. This is called getting older. Yeah, you know, Factorio just has so much polish and so much thought put into it that there's like so few hard edges to it. But I mean, regardless, I'm building up some steel. I'm gonna get my belts produced automatically. I'm not exactly sure how to organize things because there's no notion of da bus, you know. Dump, dump, dump. You know, just for you, Nylaus, I'm gonna make this is a Nylaus special, okay? Build this over to here. We're gonna increase the level by 2, plus. we're gonna make something a little bit beautiful. Oh shit, we have a lack of items? Oh my god, you're kidding me. I can't build this anymore? Oh my god. Oh, this is... Wow, let me tell you something. Look at the abs on this conveyor belt. Alright, hold on. Oh, what is this? We're making a little loop-de-loop, right? We're gonna call this the Nylaus loop. Because if you watch Nylaus's videos, this is exactly the kind of thing that Nylaus loves to do. He just loves extraneous, inefficient shapes. Like, that's his favorite thing. His blueprints of clowny conveyor belts, right? And this is just so important to Nylaus that I thought that it would be good to show that I've learned from your videos, right? So let's... Hold on, we're just going to sit here and wait. There's something just deeply ironic about this entire system that I've created up here that I cannot use yet because I'm making something that looks really stupid in order to get the resources to the thing so I can begin automatically making conveyor belts. Perfect. I bet you thought that we were done, Nylaus, here. No, I've watched enough of your stuff. I know exactly what I'm doing. Okay, let's get this right. I think we're doing good. Must be horizontal when turning. Story of my life. Okay, let me get you horizontal. Alright, it's time to get up on up. No, look, I'm holding my shift button. Leave me alone. Alright, here we go. You think we can actually get in between that? Think we can get between that? Like, I don't know. Suddenly, playing the game is not... It's important to me, is getting this to lower properly. It's looking like no. We might not be able to do it, and that's the price we pay to impress people whose YouTube channels we watch, you know? It's a price I'm willing to pay, though. Alright, let's get down. See, look, we have our little success ore that's... Oh, this is looking good. I think it's really quite impressive what I've been able to do with this place. Collide with other objects? You've got to be kidding me. Do they under... It's like the devs don't even care. It's fine. I'll go under this way. This is fun. But yeah, no, I think Roller Coaster Tycoon's a pretty fun game if you've played Factorio, you know? Oh shit, I gotta go over this thing now, don't I? Alright, well, it's time to raise it up. Please. Oh, please. Alright, there we go. This is for you, Nylaus. There you go. Boop. Yes! Alright, now this is probably going to get in the way with our bronze production, but I'm pretty pleased with this. This is fun. I'm amazed this works so well. This is quite nice. Dexterity Jones says, what is the spaghetti conveyor belt for? This is a recreational little turntable move here. Shindy says, makes me want to restart my run. I know. When you see someone do something as efficiently as I have, it's very easy to get discouraged and want to completely start over. But I want to let you know, you can tear your shit to the ground and make a mess like this anytime you want. It's really good. Alright, so what are we doing? We're automatically building conveyor belts. Thank you. Alright, so now it's time to get some steel. Okay, so what do we need for steel? So we're going to go up this way. This is going to make iron ingots. Then we're going to have a little bit of conveyor belting. And we're going to create a new row of smelters here. This is going to be our iron. Offset it a little bit for the aesthetics among us. All right, so let's look at this. What do I really want you to make? Make steel. So I'm going to hit the less than arrow and the right arrow and the right arrow. I find this hotkey to be hilarious. I've looked at no ratios. Let's actually look at this. Let's see here. So this is a 3-to-1. Damn. But it takes 3 seconds, and this is a 1-to-1. The ratio is 1-to-1. Ugh. But Krusty says, I honestly have never fallen big into the Factorio S games. Whenever I watch Day 9 play them, I really want to play them too. Oh, they're a lot of fun. They're fun if you like pain. Because, like, I think I only have fun when things hurt a little bit, you know? You know, let's put the Mr. Stretch Armstrongers out this way. Like this. Alright, so that seems fine. Here. Alright, let's get your stuff going. Oh yes. I like making steel. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna get some of this shit going, some of that, some of this. I'm gonna get some power. Ooh, love electricity. God, electricity is like my favorite thing ever. Have you ever noticed how everyone loves electricity? There's something about saying incredibly stupid things that brings me such a unique joy. You know, thinking of opening up a club, and I've concluded all this stuff that everyone loves without even thinking about it. Club's gonna have electricity. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna have a roof, a floor, and walls. Already, we have investors on board. I'm thinking of making a bucket. Boop, boop. Oh, what do I need? I need ingots. Iron ingots. Alright, so let's make some crates. Let's actually make a pair. Or 5. F. Alright, let's do this. Boink. Let's get our snatcher. Put a snatcher connector. And drop down the total steel to this, because I don't really know when I'm going to need it, but I feel like I'm going to want it. Oh, dude, Nylaus, I assume you saw the news about the Factorio expansion. Man, I am excited about that. Like, all I want is for my favorite old games to just keep getting updates. And when I say old, I don't mean like old in time. I just mean like proportionally speaking. Oh shit! Like games that I have played as a smaller man. Oh yeah! Beep 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 beep. Look at all these little arrows pointing. Ah, this is so fucking sick. Recipe copy operation. Alright, if you need to set the same... I've been doing this. It's funny how quickly I can forget that I built this. Oh yeah, it looks like... Hey, we're actually... If you look at where, you know, we're getting choked, this is good. Actually, we're using this shit. We're using it. I love it. Okay, now, I was getting steel for something. I can't remember why. But we certainly have some now. Let's go ahead and pick that shit up. Let's go to our technology. Our super dope technology. Oh, I need to use my inventory item, and I need to get coils? Alright, well, I mean, I can make some of those. Like, that's not an issue. How many do I need? Need like 1 billion, and I need magnets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120 Oh, I need some of the raw stuff. Okay. Now, if I press F, can I pick stuff up like in Factorio? No. Oh shit, how do I pick this garbage up? Oh, that's fine. I have a crate full of it. Look, I love seeing clogged lanes. It's incredible. It's incredible. It means that things are going right. Select the belt and get a pop-up and you select from there. Or you can just click it. Oh, and I got Mr. Stretch Arms. I can pick up that shit from a long way away. We might actually need a second collector dumping into this. So let's... You know what? Why not? Who doesn't love dumping? Not enough inventory items? Fine. Fine. Reduce. Alright. Now, what the hell was I doing? Did you play Satisfactory at all? I never have played Satisfactory. The game seems extraordinarily tight, though. Energy circuit. No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing any of these things. I only want things that require some of the blue stuff. Deuterium. Alright, semiconductor material. That's fine. Solar collection. Alright, I would love to put the sun into my pockets. It seems all good. Titanium smelting. Alright, so we're gonna need a... Our loose goal is steel for oil. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, yes. You know, I don't know if this ever happened to you, but when I was in school, and they were like, now underline this, and I would underline it, I could never get the underline straight, and it would drive me insane. Alright, what do we need to build a refinery? And an extractor. Okay, so I need to produce one of these. One of these. So we're going to get some oil. And a water pump. Facilities to collect liquid resource from an ocean, including water and sulfuric acid. Little Bobby Table says you want a pocket full of sunshine. Yeah. Yeah. I got two eyebrows that are into that. Here's Ryder says, that conveyor belt is the thing of beauty. Anyways, cheers. This is my rest from learning reflection and C#. Oh my god, dude. The reflection is the best. Oh my god. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love reflection. That shit is incredible, man. Pass anything to anything else any way you want at any point in time. Guess what I'm using? Alright, how much more of this garbage do I need, huh? How do I see the rest of my production queue? Can I not? Charles is surprised at such a programmer community here. Yeah, programming is one of the biggest. It's like a really interesting split of community where there's like, there's a lot of programmers and tech-heavy people, and there's also a lot of, like, creative, artisty type peoples. Oh, shit. Oh my god, look at how fast I'm gonna research this garbage. Like, close, 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 close. Upgrades. Activate. Use inventory. Where is this oil? Haha! I have found this crude and malicious oil. Here I go. Ugh. Crude oil. Alright, we're going to it. Crude oil seep. It's a good nickname for you, huh? Yeah, I'm not comfortable speaking with him. He's kind of a crude oil seep, huh? T-Prawn says, do you have any interest in manual creativity? Like painting and sculpting? Oh, you said manual creativity. I assume you meant following instructions in Legos. And I'm a big fan of that. I like doing what I'm told. What's building in here? Alright, my oil stuff's still building, and then I need to queue up my other techs. Titanium smelting, environment modification, solar collection, semiconductor material, deuterium, accelerant MK1? What? Yeah, no, I never have I ever really done anything well with drawing. Danny T. losses. Hi, Danny Chat. How's the game? Can you summarize it? It's Factorio, but on planets. So if we actually take a look, Danny T. Law, and this is actually useful because I'm kind of waiting for some stuff to finish. So I built like a little factory here where we have some like copper that gets collected, and then we have some processing plants, and here's where like my oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't even put fuel into that. Well, that's okay. Barring my dumb-dumbness. So I have this, by the way, this little roundabout is totally unnecessary. This is recreational. But what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to get to the next level of, like, processing stuff. And to do that, I need oil. And to make that, I need to finish building some oil drills for me. Unlocks Mecha Flight.
You have received the ability to fly. Double-click the space key to lift off, and then use the arrow keys to control mecha movement. The moving speed will increase by 150%, with more energy consumed under flight. Pressing the Alt key can return the mecha to the ground.
It just fucking crashes me down. So he says, how does grid-based placement work on a spherical surface? Well, I got news for you, because I'm ready to build an oil refinery. So you can see the grid is mostly there, and everything looks intact, but say, look right here. You see how it has these square grid lines that kind of intersect with other grid lines a little bit off? Well, that's how it works. What? Oh, that's an oil refinery. Gathering. Oil extractor. Oh yeah, look at it, snaps right on there. Bam. Oil! Alright, let's build one of these. So, can I like take oil and put it into the power facility? So they basically fudge it. That's probably the best solution, IMO. Yeah, there's a number of ways to, like, encapsulate a sphere with polygons. And you're, like... One of the common things, if you have, like, a sphere that you're trying to represent as a bunch of polygons, is, like, if you just use latitude and longitude lines... If you just use latitude and longitude lines, then, you wind up with a lot of density of polygons at the poles. So there's other ways of, like, wrapping around that I don't know the names of, but I know that they're real. Alright, let's see here. You're unpowered. Alright, so... What can even go into here? Let's produce one of these. Alright, so... Guess what? You powered. Holy shit, this uses some fucking electricity, man. Alright, so... Oh, wait, is this a little bit... Does oil just, like... I'm afraid that's not how oil works at all. Oh my god, look, it's like the shit that they ate in Snowpiercer. Well. Okay, well, let's complete the system here for a moment, shall we? Alright, I'm gonna go back to power. I'm gonna build one of these things. Now, can this take oil? Because that would actually... I don't know why I find this so fucking funny. No way. So this thing produces the fuel that it then uses to power itself. How does this make sense? I mean, it's kind of funny because this is... Asmodai says you're shitting me, 40 hours and I never tried that. Surprise, Asmodai. I have the mind of a gamer / people post a lot of stuff in chat that gives me ideas. You know, I actually find this sort of thing... Get out of here. Alright, this was just here to jumpstart. I don't need you anymore. This is mine. Are you joking me? Alright, well let's... Alright. I just think this is hilarious. Alright, well. What do we do here now? Alright, so first things first. It's gonna come out. And I'm not gonna do any splitting before this puppy, right? Collide with other object? Are you kidding me? You can't? What? In the shit? Are you kidding me? No, this cannot be possibly how this works. I have a bug to report. Alright, great. We got some cockroach mush here. Let's do some of our oil refinery. Now, what do you think comes out of this puppy, huh?
This facility will produce multiple products. To divide them, you need to set a filter on the sorter. You can use tab or the arrow keys on the right side of the keyboard to quickly set the filter when building the sorter.
Okay. That's all fair. I love power poles. All right, so we're gonna put this right in the front end of the butt. Right? Doink. There you go. Congratulations. Plasma? So it's now producing 2 different types of things. So let's see. Does hydrogen come on the belts? I could probably do this a little bit more optimally. Can I fit some belts in here? I actually can, so I can move this at any point in time. All right, so let's. So my question is as follows: hydrogen comes in boxes? So this is a sorter. I'm trying to select the sorter. Set filter. Okay. Alright, it's all boxes. It's all boxes. Golden Witch! Golden Witch just can't stop gifting. The generosity is too overwhelming from Golden Witch. Oh, shit. Oh, you hate to see it. Set the filter. What I want is... What is this making? This is making refined oil? It says refined oil, but I see that. Okay. Give this to me. Give this to me. Gimme, 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 gimme. Okay, here we are. Oh, shit. Look at it go. Business says you can set filter prior to placing so that it doesn't start on filter. Interesting. And it stops because it's full on one of them. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. So I can probably just store my oil cubes in boxes. Now, the question that I have is, why am I doing this? And I'm not sure I have an answer for you. I remember. I remember now. Yeah, no, we have so much research hash. Okay, guess what? Oh my god, it's almost childish to me how easy it is to make this shit. Now, I have a question about science. Now, in the video game of Factorio, produced by... What are the Factorio developers called? Oh my god. Oh my god, my mind is... Woob? Really? I never knew that. What? I feel like you're all lying to me. I feel like you're just trying to get me to say something silly. Woob. That actually... It sounds exactly like Homestar Runner is what it sounds like. A baby is born in the womb. That's where the baby grows. I look up Woob and it links me to 105.1 Woob FM. Homestar Runner. Yo, Woob. Is there a baby in your woob? Yeah, no, Woob. Woob Software. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I think they should change their name. I think Woob is not a good name. I'll be the first one to say it. I'm brave in that way. Yeah. Big Chef says, did you bring the Woob? Yeah, yeah. Hey, baby. Time to make love to Homestar Runner. I bought Woob. Yeah, there's something about... yeah, no, I would name it something different. Like, if they called themselves the Factorio Company, I'd be like, really great. Yeah, Rainy Turtle says, ooh, woob, right? Like, that's what my mouth wants to do, and I don't know that's because of ooh, woo. Listen, I'm getting crazy sidetracked here. What? Do I need the science facility to be getting both red and blue? Or can I have one thing getting red and one thing getting blue? This is my question to you. Okay, so does this mean then... I don't care. Does this mean then that if I, like, navigating back to my base, which is here... So this thing... can I, like, have a different set of factory, or different set of science things here, producing red and pumping red into these facilities? Is that right? So, like, this is blue, pumping into here, and then I make some red, pumping in from the other side? Pumping, pumping, pumping. Well, alright. Okay. So we're gonna need to just be dumping out crude oil. Pump City. Oh god, where's all my stuff? Okay, this is it. Alright, time to crash. I like how elegant and intelligent I look. Let's take all of this. Oh, dude, just burn this wood. I kind of feel like I don't need a lot of rows of stuff. That's kind of what I think. I don't know if that's true, but I just don't feel like I'm ever really going to need that much. So what I could do... What I could do is I could have pairs with... Dude. I am just going to have red science delivered straight to your doorstep. Straight to your doorstep. Just incredible. Home delivery of red science. Now, what is the closest point... Alright. I'm actually going to make the science up here. Hey, what's a quick way to reverse the directional flow of your conveyor belts? There isn't one yet? Okay. Very well. Very, very well. Early access. It's a disaster. I'm gonna be one of those people that's like, played the game for 700 hours, can't reverse conveyor belts, depressing quality of life features, 0 out of 10. Few things amuse me as much as my belts plugging into each other. Ooh, ooh. Years of Writer says, does science also come in boxes as opposed to usual flasks? Who gives a shit about flasks? As what I says, you think that's bad. You can't upgrade belts without tearing down the old ones. Well, well, well. It appears that I am not playing this game for long.
The data shows this is a planet without natural silicone veins. However, you can still obtain some by smelting stone ore. While you still need a massive silicone collection, you need to find a planet rich with silicone veins as soon as possible.
This is vaguely what I'm trying to do.
Now, you can try to view the whole planetary system, and even the entire cluster, by clicking the star map button in the lower left corner of the screen.
I mean, let me help you out right now. I'm not gonna let you do that. What happens if you walk deep into water? I just jump in the air and fly. So what we're doing right now is we're making the bridge that was in James Cameron's 1997 True Lies right here. The seagull is going to land on the front of the truck right here. Alright, so... Oh shit, I hit a pole. Wait a minute. If I don't give a shit. That's the way it is. Is everything going in the right direction? Excellent. Oh no. Uh-oh, it's becoming increasingly unstable. Oh shit, I'm going the wrong direction. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That was close. Alright. Applin, Steven Seagal over Schwarzenegger. You know what's really funny, Applin? My auto mod tool is trying to bleep that out, and it says Steven Seagal and Arnold Schwarzenegger are both potential prohibited terms. And I find that hilarious. Yeah, I mean, Steven Seagal is like an extraordinarily unique action hero. Alright, oh. You'll never see another man quite like Steven Seagal. Oh man, I thought I had a lot of conveyor belts in Factorio. This is great. All right, look at the science just flowing down. It's incredible. All right, so let's connect like this. Build it. Fake Bird says I've been filtered for saying my name before. Yeah, there's meridians that don't bend. True. See, like right here. But I think the shortest path between 2 points is an awkward squiggly line. I mean, I don't know about you, but I think that this looks beautiful. Oh yeah, Phage the Untouchable. Yeah, no, BW, it's filtering you out right now. Automod's like, don't worry, I have you covered. All right. Dude, Science 2 is absolutely coming. I'm very excited for the world to see that Science 2 is coming. I think one of the things that is interesting about this in 3 dimensions is that you just don't have to worry about placement in the same way that you do in Factorio. There's obviously other restrictions and problems, but this feels way more freeform. Semiconductor material. Like fucking huge, explosive, inspired by mobile games kind of polish. And here I am like an idiot building the longest conveyor belt of all time. I'm like, there's no better solution. I have the solution. Alright, so there should be some coal around here too. Isn't she a beauty? Alright, well guess what? Guess what? Boom! Lockwat says, did you never build a road around the equator of Mars and Paraspora? Because that is a long damn road. Paraspora, I kind of bounced off. Paraspora. I liked a lot of it. Actually, like a whole lot of it. But then it just kind of hit this point where I kind of had this existential, like, what am I doing? What are we doing? What's the point? I'm going to actually build a whole bunch of these things. So this is going to gack out a bunch of coal. And as it gacks out the coal, it's time to think about ratios. Alright, so like we already have the processing happening up north. This 2 and 2, this 2 every 2 seconds. So crude oil actually produces slowly. So I'll actually need a number of additional processing plants. Whoopsie daisies. Someone better call Daisy. Made a mistake. Made an error. Niles says, the squiggly belts are giving me a headache. I think I need to get some rest. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Wait, Nilaus, before you go, Nilaus, I want to remind you of what I built for you. I know you said the squiggly belts were giving you a headache. Hold on, let me just follow my equator belt all the way over to... I made this for you. This is for you, Nilaus. Okay? This is an important belt segment. Nilaus is facepalming. No, look at this, because again, I've watched so many of your videos about how important it is to have aesthetic constructions that contribute to the overall visual pleasure of, But sincerely, Nilaus, man, I hope you have a fantastic night. Once again, everyone should go look up Nilaus, Nilaus, on the YouTubes. You can find a ton of amazing Factorio content. Oops. And a bunch of other amazing content with regards to just general... I don't even know what this genre is called. What is this genre? Factorio-like games. A lot of great Factorio and Factorio-like content on Nilaus's channel. Even does master classes for Factorio base construction. Is it on Thursdays? Is Thursday your live stream for the master class? Oh, if I'm right on that, I'm gonna look so good. Danny T. Law, great to see us. As followed, I'm new to this genre. Oh my god, Factorio is one of my top 5 favorite games of all time. I love Factorio. Yeah, I almost want to call it logistics games. It's like a logistics simulator. Every Thursday for almost a year now. Oh, it's so good. So good, Nilaus. Yeah, I love these logistics games. Let's briefly not get too distracted by this. So this is... If I have one thing, I'm going to be making a single graphene every second. Or a single graphene every 2 seconds. So I need... the ratio's pretty simple. It's 2 to 1, right? 2 2-to-1 ratio. So all we need is we just need a single... Oh, I know what we're fucking doing. Production. Let's get a Smelter. A Smelter on the belter. So then we're going to have graphene coming out here. And the question is, what are we even doing with this graphene? So we're actually going to do a snip. Because what we're eventually going to want is we're going to want one of these. One of these fucking guys. Now, there's something that just feels fundamentally incorrect about pounding things out in this direction, but, you know, doing things a little wacky always felt good to me. So this is going to be producing. Actually, this is just so non-extensible, I need to put, like, one bend in it. So here's what we're going to be taking in. We'll be taking in this shit. This is going to be yoinky-doinkying, like this. Okay. I am going to do... This is going to be fun. No, I'm just going to walk power lines up. Who am I kidding? Okay, so right now this is going to take in coal and produce graphene.
Your production compound has reached a certain scale. Now, click the Statistics panel button at the bottom right corner of the screen to view statistics. It includes the output consumption of each item, electricity data, etc. Use these dynamic data can help you to manage your production base.
Okay. Alright, so this is dragging stuff in, producing stuff in. Alright, so we're going to need to put a little sorter. Like this. No valid connection, are you kidding me? What are you, Tinder? Come on. The only good belt is a sideways belt. Alright, you got it. So now, if we want more science, we just extend this way, huh? So we're gonna need power. Terrific. Does it do the thing that you can do in Factorio where it builds it at maximum distances if I hold it? Sure doesn't. Alright. Alright, so this is all sort of powered by this collection of stuff. This actually seems like it could be a dangerously high power load. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to build this. So now we're going to be able to feed that stuff in, but we kind of have this issue where oh, what the fuck? Oh, shit. What the... What? Set filter to this! Oh my god. Not using the wireless transmission poles? No, screw that shit, man. I'll go clean this garbage up later. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to make another... Oh, shit. Oil refineries? Okay, what do I need to make these? Plasma exciters. I need glass? Who gives a shit about glass? What do I need for glass? Stone? Alright, get on your knees and get your stone, my friend. Alright, we're having a bit of a crisis. First of all, watch the advancement of my meta. Okay, we're gonna go to power. Logistics. You're not even gonna believe this. Can I build this, please? Let's build 1, 2. Refinery, oil refinery. Let's build... This is a refinery, right? Good, because I need a 2-to-1 ratio. So watch this, huh? Just holding a little bit of processed oil. This is so sick. Like, when you see this, you're just going to be like, Jesus, Dana, you are like... You are as advanced as America. Feed it in. Okay. This is going to go somewhere. But importantly... Yep. Thought I forgot about this, huh? Didn't you? Oh, none of this shit has any power at all, huh? That's hilarious. You suck so much. Ah, fuck, man. Ah. Alright, take some of this processed stuff. Where is it? Yeah, there you go. Boom. It is a complex network. Alright. Alright, now I'm gonna take off. Just fly there. Hold this button. Ugh. Alright, so I need to pick up the crude oil. I need to pick up the crude oil. I need to pick up the crude, pick up the crude, pick up the crude. And then it goes in. Take. Oh, look at my little glowing ass boxes. Yeah! Oh my god. I watched Dana play the game and I couldn't believe how scientific he was. Now, if I do this, is this gonna like double the rate of cubes popping out? Oh, you bet. Oh. Now here's where Pickletown comes in, okay? You may have thought that I'd forgotten about Pickletown, but I would never. Where did my thing go? Oh, that's a refinery. Okay. I was like freaking out. I was like, this game, it sucks. I can't believe it. Wait. No, I did do it. Wait, no, why don't I have enough? Okay, what do I need? I need this. And what am I low on? Hold on, I'm processing all the information in front of me. You know what? I'll just produce 3, and then it'll tell me what I don't have. Oh, I'm out of this? Oh, I'm out of... Oh, I need more glass. Okay. Yeah, I'm here to build a Dyson Sphere, and step 1 is getting on my hands and knees, getting debris all stuck between my mechanical knuckles and shit so I can get enough stone to make glass. How embarrassing. When this thing finishes, it should tell me I'm able to do it now. It's playing all this epic music when really I have nothing but pain and shame that stays mainly in the plane. Alright. Oh, I'm getting science 2 going. Oh, wait, what? What? I'm full? I'm full of stuff? Oh, shit. Oh my god, I just produced stuff and I couldn't do any of it? Wait, so what do I need? I need this? Why do you think I can't make this? Because I can make 5 of this. I'm so confused. Alright. Because I have 1. So now I'm making 6, but then what is it that I don't have enough of? Stone bricks. That's what's going wrong. Because again, like it says I need 6 of these. I have 2 in my inventory and there's 4 more queued up. That's why I couldn't understand it. So what we're gonna do is, this is some titanium ore. Oh yeah, you're tough. All right, let's just burn a lot of stuff. My God, you know what I think it's time? I think it's time to go to my upgrades. First thing we're doing is Mecha Core. Oh, I'm gonna move so fast. Inventory capacity? Oh, shit. Yeah, I'll probably need to just do this myself. Do everything myself. T, get me out of here. Okay, so I'm gonna go get on my hands and knees again. Agony. You must build a Dyson Sphere. I'm like, righto, I will make bricks. I look like such an idiot robot. I'm here to help. I understand. Okay. What am I doing now? That's right. Buildings. Thank God. Okay, so I also need, like, a shitload of circuits here, huh? Circuit boards and steel so I can research inventory capacity. Diocletian60 says, how do we gather enough material to surround a star? Well, step 1 involves making many, many bricks. Yeah, we're gonna... Be done, please. But you don't understand. Everything's going wrong with the ratios. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. This. So, we're going to... I'm gonna do this, and then we're going to... Levez-vous. Actually, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Alright, so... up. Down. Does this work properly? What happens here? Nice! Hecka nice. Okay, so then I'm also gonna do this. So now what happens here is that we are gonna have this I want to be hydrogen. This, logistically, I want this to be crude oil, or I guess processed oil. I'm gonna have more of this. Oh God, I ran out of electricity, didn't I? Okay, this is okay. This is. There's a very fragile ecosystem here. Alright. Candy Bomber says, does he no longer stuff output slower? I didn't know that, Candy Bomber, and I hate that. Stop telling me what to do, huh? This is not your Dyson Sphere, Candy Bomber Z. Well, you tune in here to tell me how to build my Dyson Sphere? Oh, please. Let me get on my hands and knees and start mining stone like a dumbass. Factorio Bandit says, I like this game, but all it really does is make me want to play Factorio. There are some things that are nice about having three-dimensional things. Oh, move me out of the way, please. Okay, let's logistically put in a thing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I click this, and I go mine, 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 mine. Then I go to you, and I dump in this, and I go to you, and I dump in this. Which should eventually... Alright. Sorting. Kind of. Wait, hold on, let me do less than sign, greater than sign. So now what's going to happen is I have the correct ratio of hydrogen getting produced, and I'm producing a lot of... Hopefully producing enough of this shit. Producing enough crude oil to power the whole thing. Oh, it doesn't have electricity. Okay, well, you know. Can't win them all. Alright, so now they're both running. So now we're getting just like so... Oh, this is just so crude. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to put a box here. And this is going to store our crude oil. And I'm actually totally okay with this going fucking ham. Sure, high-speed sorter. Put it away. Oh my god, this is not what I need at all. This is a splitter. That is not a box, but they all look like boxes to me. Storage box. Thank you. Logistics high-speed sorter. Load up your oil. Oh, shit. Well, this is an interesting position that I put myself in, huh? So, we don't have enough power. And, oh, I love this. This is so much fun spaghetti. So here's what's going on. We need both of these running to produce enough power. So, satisfaction is basically like, I'm only producing N% as much power as I need to, okay? And so, because this does not have enough permanent fuel in it, it can't power things well enough to produce enough fuel for it to get power. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick up a bunch of crude oil here. This is so good. You can have a tank for fluids and gases, can belt right in, and it can hold a lot more. Really? Well, let's investigate that in a moment. Power load is fucking 88%. Oh, shit, we're destroying this. That's when I says, oh my god, you can pick stuff up off the belts. I know. This is an advanced game for advanced gamers. Let's take a look at this. Take a look at logistics. Is this a type of research technology? Fluid storage and encapsulation. What is this? Storage tank? Okay. Okay, so let me... Wait, hold on. So I'm going to hit T. I'm going to hit F. I'm going to go look at one of these things? How does this thing work? Alright. Alright, kill me. I'll just be... questioning my life as a really cool guy. Oh, some big stones over there. So it looks like I'm going to be using fluid storage tanks to store up some excellent... Already have one? Oh, shit, yeah. Okay, so how then does this work? So this is...
You built a storage tank. It is more suitable for storing fluid than the storage. Each storage tank can only store one single type of fluid and can be built vertically. However, once it has been removed, all the stored fluid will be devastated.
The stored fluid will be devastated? My god, I didn't realize that fluid was just such an emotional compound. Wow. This localization, you know, I don't even mind it. I don't even really care. I think that is some A+ ass localization. So it looks like what I'm going to do is just pump in fluid like this, and then loop it right back around to this. I know that that was kind of dumb looking, but if you think it's dumb looking and you don't understand that this was necessary, then you're wrong. Excellent. So now this will build up like crazy. I'm gonna build another one on top. I love the vertical stuff in this game. Let me just go to my inventory and click on this and pound out one of those puppies. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna build this vertically because what I want is, okay. I didn't even explain why I'm doing any of this stuff, which is basically, I'm not really using my crude oil. Okay. So this takes in crude oil and makes processed oil and hydrogen. I'm using all the hydrogen. I'm not really using any of the refined oil. Now, if for some reason, I can actually show this. Like, if I cut this conveyor belt, you'll see that this refined oil starts stockpiling, right? Because it's not being used. Now, if this structure can have a certain capacity of refined oil, if that maxes out, then you know what happens? Not only does it stop producing the crude oil, not only does it stop producing the refined oil, it stops producing the hydrogen. And that's bad. So my general goal is to make sure that there is some way to just start dumping my crude oil. I keep saying fucking crude oil. My processed oil, I want to have some place where it can store up to guarantee that I'm still producing a ton of the Mecha Core level 2. I want to make sure this is, my hydrogen is getting produced en masse. So I built this thing. But even more importantly, I am powering everything using the crude oil. So this kind of guarantees that there's always some sort of output that winds up happening. Except I'm fucking low on fuel, man. Jesus. So I'm actually gonna... This is where my bottleneck is, though. So I'm gonna... Not enough items? Okay, put one on high-speed swords. So now I'm splitting half crude oil, half processed. So this will start stockpiling a lot. The problem is I wanted a third refinery, but I have to be careful because I don't think I'm producing enough processed oil, but I have plenty of crude. I think. So probably the best way to handle this would be to make one of these fuckers. And then to put it here, and then I have two things eating crude. See, these are bottlenecked. There's no way I'm going to eat these fast enough, so I'm going to do 2 crude, 1 processed, and then I'll start stockpiling the processed. Gifted Greedus says, seriously, don't you have a master's degree? I mean, in interactive media, which I use to make myself sound very knowledgeable about the games. If I didn't go into game stuff, I would go into math, for sure. I love math. Why not build another refinery? Yeah. So the question is, why not build another refinery? Because there's 2 different problems that we're facing right now. So one of the problems is we want to have enough power. So for instance, if I look at this, I'm not quite able to produce enough power, right? So that's problem 1. So I should want another refinery. But the other problem is, if I had this refinery and this refinery using processed oil to generate power, I'm only making enough processed oil to power barely 2 generators. So what I've opted to do is I've opted to switch this out and have, and this thing is this thing connected to the network? Yeah, they're connected. So I've opted to have 2 of them taking crude and 1 of them taking processed. $16 fucking out of what, man? 16 out of what? Oh my god. Rangor says, what about adding a wind turbine to make sure that your sorters are never out of power? Seems like a completely reasonable thing to do, but I like living life on the edge. there's something that I find deeply entertaining about the suboptimality of doing this. Oh, yeah. Now. Oh, shit. So it looks like my smelter is making more than enough graphene. Looks like we're also probably going to start getting backed up on hydrogen unless it's like perfectly even. Oh yeah, inventory capacity. So I'm going to need a lot of my... There's something special about completely unnecessary risks with minimal gain. Oh yeah, it's something magical, man. Ugh. Yeah, so we're actually just throttled on red. And so there's another thing that I need, which is I need to research this technology that I want. It's 120, 120. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and this, split this, put this back, stack these together, and that's fine. And let's get some electronics, shall we? Oh. How many of these do I need? I click on this and... So I'm producing so much fucking Science 1. I don't actually know if I want a box. Well, here's the thing. In Factorio, I know the game well enough now to know what I need boxes for. You just hold the mouse? Oh, nice. Oh, terrific! Incredible! I love it. I might make more of these types of things. This structure is called a mall. You guys have never heard of this? And again, I learned this from Nylaus, who's just fucking fantastic. A mall is you set up basically a shopping center for yourself. So this does not produce anything valuable for research. It provides things that are valuable for construction. So I might have something that automatically makes assemblers. So like, how much does an assembler take? Oh, it takes actually a lot of these kinds of resources. It takes ingots, electronics, a lot of gears. Yeah, so I'm actually like, if I just extend this line into here, I could actually take another feed off here and just make another set of this stuff, take some electronics in, and start making things. Does the bus drive to the mall? It sure does, Gifted Greedy. Let me actually unqueue this. Alright, and I'm going to use the restroom real quick, so please enjoy watching my research complete. Content. Content. Alright. Hey, it looks like we're starting to get a little bit of a backlog here, but I assume that that's because... Yeah. What's this? Increase number of construction drones controlled? Okay. Does this increase flight speed? Nice. I think I need some more red production. Woohoo! Sean, do you miss not having the indigenous aliens attack you while building? I really do. I think that is one of the most awesome parts of Factorio. That might even be my favorite part about Factorio, which I actually feel insane saying out loud. Okay, so we are limited on hydrogen. So we need to be producing more hydrogen. The thing about biters that here would be my critique about Zabitas. By the way, does anyone have a clue? Huh. Anyone have a clue what that white cube is? Yeah, so like thinking for a little bit. It's rare resource you can find on other planets. Alright. So maybe the best way to get hydrogen is to Nah, I think I'm just gonna like drill more oil and store more oil and shit. It's ice that can't be produced on this planet. Okay, awesome. So here's the thing about biters. Biters present a kind of interesting external pressure. Oh, okay, what do I need to produce more of these idiot things? Oil refineries. F. What do I need to make this? Alright, where's stone? Where the hell is stone? Where is stone? Where is stone? Where is stone? All I ever need is stone. Alright, I'm gonna wander back here and I'm just gonna mine all the stone I've ever wanted. Oh! Mine me stone. Okay, so let me tell you about biters. Okay, so what I find is nice in games in general is when there are pressures that help motivate you to make decisions. And by this I mean something like the biters in Factorio motivate you to like start trying to build walls and start trying to ring your base with turrets, and then because you ring your base with turrets, you want to produce ammunition, and so on and so on and so on. Like, oh yeah, look at me walk. And so I like that. I, generally speaking, really, really like when a game has these types of external pressures. that really help sort of drive you along and get you to experience parts of the game. I feel like the problem with biters that one might point to is that biters totally fucking, like, instantly lose you the game if you are not paying attention. And then it forces you to reload. Which is different from how a lot of external pressures in games function. Like, I think to an action game where a person that you can only damage with parries is there. So you try to swing at them a few times and they just keep blocking. And the game indicates they can only be damaged with parries. And you're like, oh, shit, I see. You know, like that sort of thing. By the way, I only just now noticed that there's a mini-map. And so I sort of see, I actually think that it's an incredibly strong argument. Hey, I was having fun building, and then I abruptly died, and the solution is, like, I have to reload the whole fucking game. Tiles was like 1, 2, 3, 4. I can start building these. Oops, it's built the wrong direction. So I'm considering someone who's like annoyed about that sort of experience. 3, 4. Click. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, I don't know how else to put it. That just like literally makes a ton of sense to me. Like, but I love the way that they feel. I, like, adore it so much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bang. Bang. So we're trying to increase our science rate production. Let me... Let's hit that up arrow. Oh, shit. I kind of like the way that this stuff winds up playing out. I think it's pretty cool. Did anyone tell you to try pressing tab while putting down a splitter? Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we wound up seeing that ourselves, kind of on accident. Ooh. Well, since I'm still waiting for this construction to finish, I'm just going to go ahead and fix this. You know what? I want this to look pretty. Nice, they match. C'est parfait. They're not lined up. So, I mean, like, I think the biters in Factorio are terrific. I loved how I was playing, and there would suddenly be, like, a massive disruption that would cause me to, like, almost lose. And then I'd have to, like, rebuild my base in certain sections. Oh, it was so fun. Alright, nice. Satisfactorio sphere. A little bit, yeah. Alright, okay. Very, very cool. Look at this. Oh, I feel like such a cool guy. Oh, shit. I'm not producing enough oil. Well, this sure is a pickle, so I'm gonna delete. Well, All right, let's make the transition. Uh-oh. And oh shit. Rotate, rotate, rotate. So now we're getting more efficient fuel production. But now I realize that I'm actually probably not producing enough oil, huh? I think it might be time to build another oil extractor. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Never will I ever have enough. Oh, hey, look at this. This is, like, beautiful. I love the way that this looks. What is this? Once the Matrix will automatically research currently on the just share the same research. I don't know what it's trying to communicate to me. I have no idea what it's trying to communicate to me. And you know what? That's okay. Well, you know, first things first. Let's just get... So, front one is... First of all, rear one is oil. Front one is hydrogen. Rear one is oil. Front one is hydrogen. So then I also gonna need some electricity here, huh? And then we do this arrow, this arrow, this arrow. Okay. Gosh. Okay. This what I did with this, I actually find wildly awesome and totally cool, and I have adored every second of making this little creation. Little conveyor belts just going up and down around everything. Oh my god, it's a little slice of heaven. Now it doesn't look like there's any bottlenecking going on here, so it's fine that everything's just being transferred like this. Is there interplanetary logistics? I assume so, because I mean, like I have all of this, so I can go to all the different planets in this solar system, and I can, like, do other things on those planets, but then also there's all these stars in my game, and each star, like if I go to this one, this star appears to have other planets around it, and I mean that's just totally rad. So let's actually see if we're... It looks like we're not quite getting enough oil here. So it's working at maximum. So what we want to do is we want to just build another oil extractor, and to do this we're just going to need some stone. Purified says, yeah, this looks like it might get pretty similar to the space exploration mod in Factorio. Yeah, I've never used any gameplay mods. I've used, like, quality of life mods. That's it. I'm fed up. We're making a box. Okay, let's see here. Space Exploration is one of the most complicated mods out there, and I'm excited to try it. Ooh, that sounds good. I'm going to build it on this side so it's easier to connect it to the power. Here's where all my stone is made. And then this just dumps out. you. Yes to you. Alright, I don't need that much stone, but something like this is fine. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a little power here. Get it going. Alright, so we want to destroy this. God, I fucking love games like this. They're so good. Pinker just lets stream for a bit. Made a ton of progress from chopping down trees for fuel. It's true. It's true. It makes me feel cool as well. Yeah, we're currently trying to solve one basic problem, which is we just need a lot more red. You know what? Let's work here together. So it felt like the thing that we needed to do was to make another oil extractor. Oh, I actually need iron ingots. Okay. That's some coal. I think that I saw some more stuff over here. Oh, shit. Burn some of this. See, these two are working. These back two are not really. So let's... What should we do here? Let's... power ourselves up with some crude oil. Alright, so I'm going to dump some of this into my body. So what were we trying to build before? Ah, that's right. We were looking for... Oh, shit. I probably can't fly for a little bit while I'm trying to replenish this. Some plasma exciters. I don't know, something how long the stream's going on for. Probably about an hour. About one good old hour. I'm actually having a great time. I think that my excess streaming that I was doing last week for the Magic the Gathering stream has left me a little tired. Oh, actually, what am I doing? I should just... There we go. So what do I want to build here? Let's build some oil extractors. Oh, right. This is really fun. Alright, finally I can build some of these things. I need a little iron. Good job, Day 9, figuring it out. Whoa! 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 Alright. You know what? Organize, please. Alright, that seems fine. There's ways to make solar power, but... Would you play this again? Oh, yeah. I mean, there's games that I play that I'm like, I'm good, I experienced it, and I think I'm happy to set it down. Like, Hitman is an example of that. I fucking love playing Hitman 3. I don't really have a huge urge to beat it or 100% or anything like that. But, like, it's just fun as hell, man. But this one is, like, this is exactly my kind of game, man. It actually makes me want to just open up Factorio and fire up another world or some such thing. So we're still having massive throughput issues here. This is the sort of game that, like, when they release, like, do a full-ass release, ooh, that's gonna be some good, fun, exciting stuff. Because isn't it true that this team is, like, unbelievably small? Isn't it, like, 5 people? It's 5 people that don't speak English. Oh, that's so good. Yes. Torchion says, I miss Fun Day Mondays. Pig the only one who carries the tradition. You know, here's the thing. Like, I'm done with Fun Day Monday. I feel good about what I did with respect to Fun Day Monday. But, like, the thing is, do you realize how hard it is for any game to even have something that is Fun Day Monday-like? Like, that's the thing that I loved so much about it, is that, like, you can't do that with, like, any other game. You know, everything's a fun day. What the deck is a little bit in the spirit of it, yeah. Just for the sake of symmetry, I'm gonna... put this over here. Nice. I need a little bit more power, guys. Huh. I'll make 5. Can I burn hydrogen? Ooh, yeah. I want to see the different burning speeds of this stuff. Pretty fast, nearly instant. I love, like, this is my favorite thing that I've done so far, is this whole section. I want to make more. More! Oil refineries. What do I need for oil refineries, huh? Extractor, refineries. Can produce this, and then I'm out of this because I'm out of... Probably out of stone. Probably out of stone, yeah. You can fly quite fast in this. Shift, shift, shift. And then if I go back to buildings, oil refineries, I can produce 2 of them. Alright, so I do this, and I do this, and I can't build that again, so then I click on this, and I get some of this stuff, and then I go back to this, and I click on this, and I can produce... What? What do I not have enough of? I think I need some iron ore. What's going on here? Okay. That'll be fine for now. Looks like the lab's the bottleneck now. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and handle that in a second. I want this, like, stupidly backed up. Actually, I can just do this, like... Ta-da. I wonder how high they can go. What material do I lack? Fuck. I wish I could find out what I'm lacking. Yeah, I don't think that that's the issue. Oh, yeah, we're low on graphene. Oh, fuck yeah, because we need a 2-to-1 ratio, and it actually matters now. We actually have throughput. Oh, shit. Ratios! Yes! Where is mein Smelter? Oh, this game just complains so much. This is probably, like, super useful. I'm just like... By the way, is there a way to grab this item? Like, for instance, if I wanted to... Whoa! If I wanted to just, like, click on this item to have it do, like, a cloned operation. You know what I mean? Like, if I said, ooh, I want to build a power station, you can click a button, and, shift click. Nice! Nice! Okay, so now these things should be pretty even. I don't know how many of these fucks I need. That's something I actually didn't look at. Let's actually take a peek at the rate at which this produces. So this is... If I have enough, it makes shit every 6 seconds. Drone engine level 2. Okay, so if I'm looking at this, it takes 2 seconds to make one of these. Is it a 1-to-1? It might be. So if I have one dude, it's producing one of these every 2 seconds, which is... Oh, it's actually a 2-to-3 ratio, huh? So I should need 3 producers for every 2 graphene dudes. Because what happens if I have 2 graphene dudes? 2 graphene dudes, then every 6 seconds, I make 6 of those, right? So then I would need 3 consumed every 6 seconds. Yeah, so it's a 2-to-3 to 4 ratio, right? Because this is producing 1 hydrogen every 4 seconds. So if I have 4 of these, they're making 4 hydrogen every 4 seconds or 6 hydrogen every 6 seconds. And we need how much? Yeah, we would need 6 hydrogen every 6 seconds with 3 of these. Yeah, so it's 4-to-3 to 2. So my ratios are actually good right now. 2-to-3 to 4. Okay. So this is grandioso. So I would need another 4 of these. Is this staying pretty even? Ooh. Is this number gonna go up or down? Have we achieved perfection? Oh shit, no, it's slowly draining. Oh, that's kind of awesome. Yeah, it's near perfection. Near perfection. Not quite fire, though. Oh, we actually don't have enough? Okay, we're literally... We can't even make any assertions yet about this. I forgot that we're fucking low on power. Because that means that this is probably not producing as fast as it could be. Okay, I see now what some of the issues are. Because this must be affecting the entire grid, right? Oh, I don't have any? Oh, come on. Produce minis. Yeah, I don't need another one of these. I love seeing them plug into each other. It's so good. Please. One time! So what way does this differ to Factorio? You know what, Zeriz? I might describe it that, like... Nice. So now I'm actually mining at a maximum rate, which means that I'll be pumping through at a maximum rate, which means that what's happening at this fluid thing can change. This might actually be going up. Because we should be producing more. I'm going to leave this here for a little bit. Yeah, Zeriz is asking what the difference between this and Factorio is. What I would say is that... You ever played, like, a 2D fighting game? And, like, there's a lot that's the same, right? There's the idea of combos and blocks and throws and things like this. And if you play different 2D fighting games, like if you were to play BlazBlue, where each character kind of has a unique mechanic, versus playing something like Street Fighter 4, versus playing something like fucking Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Like, these 2D fighting games still have that same core, but there's all this very different shit that winds up going on in these games. And so I think that what happens is when you get a game that is different enough from everything else, your brain will initially look at this and go, oh, it's a Factorio-like game, right? Kind of like how when PUBG came out and Battle Royale games were getting good, people just started to call them PUBG-like games, right? Or when Dota came out and there was a bunch of MOBAs, people called them Dota clones. And it actually took a little while for the language to catch up to the fact that people are actually doing substantial variations. So, for instance, what's different about this? Well, I mean, there's conveyor belts. You're managing supply chains, but there's not two sides to the conveyor belt. You actually have 3D conveyor belts that you can work with. It takes place on a sphere. The third dimension is relevant to the gameplay, even though it's mostly 2D, which I actually like quite a bit. My brain almost always gravitates towards 2D gameplay modes. Well, why are you not producing stuff? Oh my god, right. If this starts getting backed up, then I'm not going to be producing oil. I wonder how long that's been the case. This actually could be what's going wrong here. Could we come on? Oh, I see. This fucker is not fast enough. All right, so here's where our bottleneck is. All right. So this was pulling in that, and then let's get one of these advanced sorters to bring this in, because I think that this has a rate of 1.5 seconds a trip. This has a rate of... What's the difference between these two? twice as fast. That should actually just fix that issue. Yeah. Okay. Move distance means it's slower. Yes. It does mean it's slower, but I mean, if I'm just slamming it with just, like, more hydrogen than it can possibly take, we're actually fine. So all these should be up and operational again. So now this should actually mean that our oil count is going up. Assuming this is producing regularly. I care so much about this oil. Or is it not? Is it just going to plummet now? I don't know. I've unblocked this. We might not be making quite enough crude oil. We might be burning just enough power. I'm going to even this out a little bit. So now this oh, come on, man. This avoids less of a throughput issue. There we go. Now it should evenly distribute, so if backups happen, they'll all slowly get backed up little by little. But this should actually never really go anywhere. Like, this should be, like, perfect. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. So now I can move quite quickly. Nice.
You have received the ability to sail. Double-click the space key to lift off to enter the flight mode, and keep pressing the forward direction and space keys in the flight mode, and you will enter the sailing mode when you reach a certain altitude.
Dude, I don't have any power, man. Let's put all this garbage in here. I think it's actually backing up. Can chain power plants through each other? Yeah, sure. I assume it's like Factorio in that way. Can I can't put between the front and the back. I can sort of chain them out this way, it looks like, though. So I'll probably do that with future power plants, but... I mean, this is, like, nearly perfect. Perfectly balanced, as all things could be. But yeah, I mean, I think that because Factorio was the first big popular automation game, it's easy for everything to be compared to it. But I think that over time, as more automation games start coming up, like, you know, Satisfactory or this game, the people start to describe what they like and don't like about different aspects of things within the genre. So we're gonna have a complete fucking mess here if we ever run out of power. Okay. What am I doing now? Okay, so let's actually go back to our technologies. What's the next kind of science pack to look at? Energy matrix. Is high strength crystal? What's our next? I mean, I may as well do this. Yo, what is this? Structure matrix? Where is the structure matrix? Structure matrix, structure matrix. Where's the structure matrix? Right, here's the energy matrix. There's the gravity matrix. Structure matrix. Holy shit. so this is what I need to do. You do this, and then just go straight across, huh? Great. I need a lot of stuff. So here, let me sail operation guide. The mouse lock by default, you can use tab to switch. Oh, and then I'll just start. Oh, that's very awesome. Alright, I gotta get some fuel up in my booty. So this should be very balanced.
In sailing mode, you can control the mecha to go to different planets or planetary systems by following the arrows in the space.
Oh my god, dude, I gotta go to different systems. This is so sick.
Back arrow key to slow down. You can
Okay.
also use the Q, R keys to hold down the right mouse button, dragging to sideward flight.
Dude, okay, I'm gonna just eat some hydrogen. I'm gonna, like, just eat a bunch of this stuff. I'm gonna eat all the hydrogen I'm producing. It's gonna be mine, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of a trip. If I'm in outer space and I run out of power, do I just die? Alright, I'm gonna... To the only place. The only place not sullied by capitalism. Space. Oh, shit. Okay, so I'm running out of energy. What happens? Space. Yeah, like, how does this work? Okay, maybe this was a good one to research, huh? I want to go to other locations, man. Ooh, I want to go to outer space, dude. Bro. I want to go to space. Yeah, no, like, oh, dude. Okay, so where's this other planet? Like, let's go head over here, right? We are. I'm gonna make it to this planet before I die. I don't think I can actually rebuild quickly enough. Let's actually see. Is there a way to move things around in the queue? Oh shit. Energy circuit 1, probably, and energy circuit 2. Alright, listen, we have a new goal in life. Ugh! Alright, what are we doing now? We are... Well, I mean, it's clear that we're actually doing fine. In terms of, like, blue and... Am I just not producing blue fast enough for this? Is that what's happening? Oh, I'm a dumbass. Oh, great news, everyone. Great news. I'm gonna need some ingots. Goddamn. Alright, here we go. Let's get 2 of these. And then, while that's running, we need so much blue. Oh, an obscene amount of blue. Alright, cancel this shit. We're not doing this. So we need wood, coal, and graphene? Oh, dude, please. Easy. Alright. So how much of each of these things do I need? Tech. Use inventory item. Alright, step 1 is to click on this. Get some coal. Mm-hmm. Is the research in this game the blockchain? Oh, Biospider. Give me all of my shit. Alright, this is good. We're doing it. I don't know what the ratio of our science centers are. Whoa! Oh, bam. You think we actually have enough? I think we might not be pumping in this fast enough. Yeah, we are. Alright, so now we're capable of researching faster. Now, if I go to my tech, what do I need for this? I just need this, which is fine. So I'm improving my stuff. Vertical construction. Dude, Chronos AK, if you like Factorio, you will like this game. The game, I feel like, has a little bit of a slower start than Factorio. Like, this game felt a little bit like nothing was going on for a while, and then boom, then I started to get into it. And that felt really nice. Wonder if I can, like, improve the energy regeneration speed? What's this? Are there faster sorters? There are, but I don't think I need them. Because, like, I appear to be maxed out. Well, I guess now I'm using this. So we might actually start to fall behind. Space. Alright, yeah, it looks like it's doing it. I'm actually unsure how to... Like, what should I stock up on to make sure I have enough energy? I mean, probably I don't want to be burning wood. Like, hydrogen obviously regenerates this shit way faster. Burn Twitch subscribers. Found graphite was good? Oh, that's actually interesting. Oh, shit, that's an interesting one. Give me all your graphites. Purify raw coal to obtain graphite, more useful form of carbon. Oh, I'm leaving a pretty hefty footprint. You burn these channel points. Only on arbitrary gambles. Alright. Oh, that's actually good. That takes a long time to burn. Alright, so... Saves! To space! Alright, got it. Okay, here I go. Flying to another planet. Oh, shit. Use shift to accelerate. Okay. Oh, this is kind of awesome. Are we winning? Well, we're traveling. Let's make sure I burn some plants in here. We're going to Fomalhaut. Oh, this is so cool. Tab to free camera. Alright, I mean, this is pretty sweet. Oh my god, that's pretty cool. How do I slow down? Oh shit, how do you slow down? Oh shit, how do you slow down? S, okay. Shit. Ah, crap. Ah. Alright, oh, God, we're almost out of graphene. Do I have any other forms of fuel? Alright, hold on, we're turning. It's okay, we're turning. I have some charcoal. Alright, we're burning... It's probably something very rare. This is organic crystal. Oh my god, outer space is so scary. You can just smash into the planet, do Shri, and everything in my body is trying to do exactly that. Alright, we're getting close to it. I'm not going to speed it, I'm going to crash in there. Hey, Squish McNut. 75 months, Squish McNut. Good to see you. Twilight Zoned. Welcome to our wonderful community here. I got nothing going on. I'm just going to try to crash into this at 200 meters per second. It's pretty fast. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How are you going to build on this planet? I don't know, Discraft Pro. I don't know. I'll just land and figure it out when I get there. When we learn how trains work? Ooh. Well, I am almost fucking out of fuel. Can't fly into the star? Oh, come on. Oh, this is dangerous right here. This is an incredible journey for us. Is there fuel on this planet? We're about to find out, like, real hard. So I need to crash right into this thing. Oh, resources! Yeah, fuck yeah! Crash into it, man. Oh, dude. Okay, that's... You don't need to slow down. I know you think I'm tough, but secretly I'm not. Iron vein? Oh, I see. Okay, so quickly, where's the coal? Oh shit, yes. Oh, dude, yes. Oh my god, we're doing it. Oh my god. I don't actually know if we can produce enough fuel here. Do I have a smelter? Oh shit, I do have a smelter. I even have a... Oh, dude, watch this. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna... Oh, yeah. Alright, where's our gathering? Let's get a miner here. Oh shit, do I have enough to make a miner? I can make one. Okay. And then we're gonna keep collecting stuff. Alright, it's time to refill for the journey home. I'm like flying to the moon for coal. This is so... Well, actually, I'm flying from a moon to a planet. Do we even need a fuel source for thermal power here? Blast them. I don't even know how thermal power works. I haven't investigated that much. Oh, this is... Okay. Alright, so, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to my buildings, and I'm gonna... Something happened. I got more fuel, and that's tight. Okay, so we're now going to... Oh, yeah. We're gonna build... power plant here. Alright, oh, thought I had it. We're now gonna, like, get this to come out like this, all wobbly and whatnot. We'll put a sorter into this. We're gonna put one amazing power plant right here. Boom, there it is. Bop. Guess what? Have some coal. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to make a smelter. Oof. I'll give it a little bit of space. We'll give it a little bit of space. And then what we're going to do... Very simple, huh? Very, very simple here. Little storage unit right here. I mean, look at our simple little planet.
You have a building without recipe set. Please set the recipe you want.
Oh,
After
please, give me a break.
You can use the less than key to copy the recipe, and the greater than key to paste the next building that needs to set the same recipe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, wait, no, I'm gonna... Give me this. We're making our fuel for the journey home, baby. I mean, this feels incredible. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do... Okay, we're gonna cut this down by half. And then let's put another little thing right there. Bam. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is so awesome. And I'm like out. I'm out of juice. But that's okay, because we have a bunch of this. So then soon enough, I can, like, actually go home. Yeah, so there's my planet. Oh, dude, I love it because this is closer to the sun. It has a hot... Oh, yeah, let's go to this. Oh, this is icy. Ice field. Oh, shit. Use wireless towers to recharge faster. You know, that's probably smart. Can I even make one? I can't because I never have an... Oh, wait, this is the first time I actually just need iron. Oh, okay. Over here, mine some iron. That seems good. Let's make a wireless charging tower. Oh, yeah. I think graphite is also more efficient to burn than coal. Yeah, no, we're burning graphite like crazy flutters. It's unbelievable. this is great. Strophins, it's always nice to have one wireless tower in your inventory. Pick it up and take it with you. Really? Is that how that works? Let's go to production. Let's put a little another smelter belter here. All right, let's here. Could have maybe organized this a little bit more elegantly, but it looks perfectly beautiful to me. Oops. Oh, please.
You built a wireless power tower, which is suitable with long-distance power transmission caused by its longer connection distance. What's exciting is that it can also charge mecha by using electricity from the grid.
Okay. T. Dude, I've not had full energy in as long as I can remember. Oh, yes. Oh my god, Plasma Badger 1848 says, just curious, did anyone play the old Sierra base building game Outpost from the 90s? Holy shit, that game it was just clearly peeling from Aliens. Oh my god, like the entire interface was like this retro futuristic thing. I mean, it was just a city builder, but you were like landing on Mars, I think it was. And you'd like dig into the ground and like dig out into different levels. Dude. Actually, I probably need to build a third smelter. This is production. And then here. Why not? I don't really care. Do you? Alright, so I mean, like, this is literally a refueling station. Oh, there's titanium veins here. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Look out. Okay, wait. Where was my... Where's my stuff? Aha, I found it. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, so let's see here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to land eventually. Bump. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set up. I'm going to build one of these little guys. Right. I'm going to set up like a few titanium veins. And I'm just going to build a bunch of those and just wander away. Dude, we're going to get so much titanium. It's going to be amazing. Because it says you can take some titanium home with you. Even better. I'm going to leave the mining here. Ditch. So let's see. How many of these am I going to want? 1, 2 of these probably. Storage. Let's build... I'm gonna make 4, man. I'm just gonna like have a ton of stuff. And how many belts do we have? Oh, we have plenty of belts. So if I oops, go back to the map. So where am I? That noise is so gross from this menu. So there's... Oh, and there's silicon. I might build 2 more of these. I And I'm gonna hit 3 titanium, 1 silicon. Or maybe just like 2 silicon, 2 titanium. Is there any other silicon here? I only see 1. Right there. Okay. Alright. T, F, F. Escape, escape, escape. Okay. Okay. Oh shit, yeah. Okay, so we're going to build a... Oh, this... I mean, I feel like super smart. I mean, even though this is probably exactly how the game is designed. It's designed for you to be able to do this. I just feel so fucking cool. And I'm just going to put one of these storage things here. Oh, we're a little low on these. Can I actually make some of these? Alright, so then what I need to do is I need to build some power plants. Oh, dude, this is so awesome. I think this is fine to just have, like, 1 and 1 at each thing. And then let's build another one of... I didn't make any storage? Oh, what did I make? Oh, did I make splitters? Oh, shit. Let's do 1, 2, 3 then. Okay. So have 1 solar panel in your inventory. Won't do anything if there's no... I mean, I can just generate fuel, so... Okay, so let's then put a little... logistics sorter. So let's see here. So if I look at this, oops, this map. Where is my stuff? So it's like kind of on the other side. So probably pull this way. Okay. Oh shit. Oh. Let's go into my inventory and then let's make a bunch of these. Produce. Rain Turtle says, your mines aren't powered, you build poles, not turbines. You are 100% correct. I'm doing everything that I'm doing deliberately. Because I just spent time looking at the map because I'm trying to figure out how to connect back to my base. Shit. How far away can I place? Is it just, oh, anywhere, and then my stuff will naturally connect. Okay. Oh, yeah, I can use wireless, but I don't actually have enough resources to build that many wireless ones. I think that, like, when I'm more deep into the game, I'll want to have a lot of those. Alright, here we go. Getting closer. You know, it's funny because, like, in a number of ways, the design of this game is so similar to Factorio on the automation side of things that it's like a lot of their designs are kind of done just when they begin to work. But a lot of the problems that they chose to solve, like engineering-wise, are actually just, like, so pleasing Like, just playing on a sphere is so fun. And so good. Power load's pretty high, so I'll probably need one more of these. And if these eat up all the electricity, that's fine, because this is just graphene. Which I don't actually care the most about. Sure hope the coal lasts forever. So then I can go to here and just take all this and load this into my body. Ooh, yeah. And then so the rest of the stuff should be, if I go to my map, should be like over this way. Yeah, so if I just like follow straight along this way, this is perfect. Ooh, I feel so smart. Oh, we're gonna get titanium out the ass. Oh! We just need to build more of these things. And what do we need for this? Alright, we need to mine more minerals. Set sail for fail. Alright. Titanium out the ass. I got buns of steel. This is shindigs. Oh, yes. Dude, this is... I literally feel so cool. I think I'm, like, way low on resources to make this. Yeah. Make one of these. See if we can get some of these long-range-ass poles. Still don't see Tim Curry anywhere, though. Space! That audio is so gross. Woohoo! Look at this range. Jetpack says, wait till you start making the sphere. What happens then? Like, is it that you just have to have so many things moving there? Beers and Beds says, no more taxes, and Sean's still streaming. I call that a win. We are trying a little hard out. Right, let's go set this shit up. Oh, get out of the lava. Alright. So let's gather some... Oh, this is power. Let's go to gathering and build, because I have two of these. My mines. Alright. So now we're gonna build a little storage facility. Bam! Gonna get some of these little, little guys. Okay. F. Click this. What do I need? I'm constantly needing minerals. We need to mine more minerals. That's all we ever need to do. Click on this garbage again. Please mine it. Launching the solar sails into the sun's orbit with railguns that depend on the current orbit and curvature of the planet is when this game finally clicked for me as different and not just derivative of Factorio. I don't even feel like it's that derivative of Factorio. Oh my god, Lords of the Realm 2, Casual Zari. Oh my god, I remember Lords of the Realm 2, man, the fucking castle raids. Yeah, man, 90s games were the shit. They were so good. They were just like unrepentantly system heavy. Oh, thank god. If we look at my tech tree, we're actually working our way towards the structure matrix relatively soon here. What up, Original Admiral Skippy? So I'm actually going to make a couple of these just because they build fast. How many of these can I make? 3? space. I say it like every single time I float up. Alright, here we go. Whoa! I feel like I can get them all. It's pretty good. Alright, so dude. Dudes and dudettes. The long-range mining operation setup is nearly complete. So we're gonna build this here. Bam! It needs power, of course it does. Stretch it on over here. Bam. Bam. Pow. Alright, so now we have that set up, and so if I'm looking at my mini-map, it should be this way. Or like my other thingies. Ah, there they are. Oh my god, yes. Get there, touch it. Fuck yeah. Holy fuck yeah. Question. Think I should be making some... Wait a minute, dude. I think I want to have some smelters. I'm gonna make 5. Here's what I'm gonna do. Where's my smelties? Where's my smelties? Can I make any of these? I can't? Okay. I feel like... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna create... Okay, watch. Ah, fuck that. What? Yeah, that's just weird. That's just peculiar. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna where are you? Smelter. Go. Put a little space here, right? And then let's get some of those long arms here, right? And then we're gonna create another storage box. It's like right here. And what this is gonna do... This is gonna make titanium. Oh no. What? Can I not make titanium? Oh my god, I'll be here for another few minutes. Okay. Uh-oh, we're having some issues with this. Alright, let me set this shit up. So what's gonna happen is we are going to be loading into this, which is going to be smelting into titanium bars. When this is full, this will then be full. So then I'll have 2 boxes worth of shit. Shindig says you need a thread ripper. Is this a... Is this a, like a... I'm out of it. Oh, no, I'm not. Is this like a, computer processing joke? Because I fucking hate those. Don't you ever make a computer processing joke with me, young man? Alright. Alright, we have 3 minutes and 53 seconds. Can you stack the boxes yet? I don't know, that's a good question. Oh! I don't think I have any more smelters. I think I'm out of smelties. I will never play the game Smelty Blood. Why not stack boxes and have 6 boxes worth of shit? We're just taking a break, Rancor. We're just chilling here. See, we're desperately trying to get our titanium smelting done. Hey, okay. One of my favorite games of all time. I looked up on Steam. I looked up on Steam charts. Get this. There's 3 people playing it. 3. That means that whenever I play it, I increase the player base by 25%. I don't know if you've ever heard this game. It's so good. It's called Deadly Rooms of Death. Minecraft, those are some artifact numbers. Increased by 33%. Yeah, I guess that's right. I'm 25% of the player base. That's what I should say. Is that the roguelike? It's not a roguelike at all. It's a puzzle game. It's a puzzle game. Yeah, that would be a fun thing to do at some point. A month that is my favorite games of all time. My viewership plummets. Everyone's like, these games fucking suck. Day 9's taste is terrible. Yeah, dude, Deadly Games of Death is like such a good game. It's a puzzle game where you have a character, and it's an entire tile. Like everything's on a grid. And you can move in the 8 directions, up, down, left, right, and the diagonals. And you have a sword, so you can move in the 8 cardinal directions, or you can rotate your sword. And every time you move, every enemy on the screen then moves. Jetpack says, haha, first Google search is your gameplay video. Oh yeah, that must have been when I played Second Sky. Oh yeah. 56 seconds until we can get titanium smelting. 35 seconds until we can get titanium smelting. 50 seconds until we can get titanium smelting. Something's going wrong with our production line back home. We'll find out in a second. But like, it's so good because like, it is a puzzle game, but like, you know, you like take a step and then everyone else moves and you stop and consider, and then you take a move and then you take another move. And it's mesmerizing to play. What's the other thing that we're looking for? Oh yeah, this. Okay. Oh yes, titanium smelting techniques. Ooh. Now, question: if I do this, how does this stuff get shit pumped into it? Does the whole tier fill up? Or do I need to have like a little connector? It appears that they auto-connect, so I think that's good. Boom! Let us go. And what's our power consumption like? Ah, yes, we are getting our satisfaction. Okay, and then what do I need for this? I need, so I just need to keep mining some of that ore. Ugh. Just need to keep collecting until we can build another smelter. That was easy. Oops, I think I didn't build enough. Actually, let me keep mine. I'm gonna just mass smeltering it. Yeah, dude, Deadly Rooms of Death is just one of my favorite games ever. It's so good. Alright, so we're looking to make more smelters, huh? So I have, how many smelters? I have 1. So we're just going to need 1 more, but then we're going to need a good amount of storage crates. So it looks like I have 2 storage crates. Fuck yes, baby. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put a... Jesus, producer, smelter. Place this. Storage container. Place this. Place this. Everything that goes from here to here now goes from here to here. And guess what you are making? What is this? Is this titanium? Nice. Please land. Please clap. Okay, so now we're going to... Ooh, we're gonna be... Oh, dude, we're just gonna come back to bank. It's gonna be insane. Like, no one's gonna even know what to do with this much money. Gonna have to hide... This is what hiding it offshore literally means. Okay, look at this. Bam. Silica bars. Dude. Alright, so now what I need to do is I need to journey back. Where are you going? Oh, shit. So we need to follow these. I don't understand why I'm so shitty at flying. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. Okay. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. You know, who cares? Alright. Alright, who's ready to go home? Oh, dude, we set some shit up. Goodbye, goodbye, Money Planet. Goodbye, Money Planet. This client says my college roommates nicknamed me D-Rod. So now I have to start playing Deadly Rooms of Death to fulfill my destiny. Dude, bro, it is so good. It's so fun. Home's way closer now. Yeah, it's easier to get there when you actually are not constantly starved for fuel. How many planets do we have? We are now a 2-planet species. Although, again, if you go to this... Actually, I should, let me land on this planet first. I'm crashing straight into this. And I'm fine. Oh, shit. Dum-ba-bum-ba-bum. How is my stuff doing? Bum-ba-bum-ba-bum. This is amazing. To come back to this little slice of cake, so these are all producing just fine. Are these able to research fast enough? Oh. Ah. Yeah, let's pump this. Pump it. Pump it up. Pump the jam. Get my research going, man. Alright, are all of them researching now? Oh, you're just so shitty, man. Get him in there. Alright. Okay. I now see where our number issues were coming from. Can't you use multiple sorters to load faster? Yes. We just threw in a bunch of those. What is going on here? Okay, so this now has Oh my god, it literally has been teetering this whole time. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, I love my little base. Oh, I love my little base. I don't even know what I'm doing. This is so good. This is actually a perfect time to wrap up with a little tour of what we've done. Because I feel like the first hour of the game felt a little unstructured. I threw down a bunch of these. Oh, I'm an idiot, huh? Hey. So, we started off... Wow, low on the load. We started off, and really the big thing we did is spent a bunch of time making a whole bunch of weird little networks of stuff. This doof-ass little network here is just to produce blue science. That's it. This is all that this is here for. And when I want to get more structures, what I'm going to do is I'm going to double the amount of red that I produce, and double the amount of blue that I produce, and make another one of these towers. I'm not necessarily sure that I even need more ingredients coming in. Like, I'm not 100% sure on that. Like, I'm barely using this throughput. But I'll start making, like, a research sort of tower colony thing. Actually, I can just destroy this, right? Because one of the things that I want to research after I get this structure matrix, I'm actually going to unqueue the structure matrix. Because what's this one? Vertical construction, +1 layers of storage, +2 layers of lab. Let's queue this one up. Sorter cargo stacking? Oh, shit, yeah. Veins utilization? Yeah, why not? Let's just get some efficiency upgrades here. Yeah, because I think the next... Actually, I should just kill all this. I absolutely want to start doing Structure Matrix 3. One of the 5 basic source codes. Okay, because we did red and blue. Angora says your sorters are bottlenecking blue. No, they're not. What? This is... Because I checked this earlier. It looks okay. This number's rising. I think it's barely okay, but it's close. You know what? You know, just for you, Rangora. Just for you. Let's make one of these. Let's make one of... Here you go. Here we go. But man... Yeah, I think you're right. I think Rangora, you're right. It's that the output is blocked. Where I have enough... Oh, I'm not producing enough red. Well, the factory must grow. Either way, this was a lot of fun to play. My next goals would be to unlock yellow science and start trying to figure out where all this leads to. Because this is like hard materials, which I think are actually up here in crystal smelting, which is you take graphite and you make diamonds. And what's this? Alright, I'm gonna enqueue this. But let's see. This is diamond and then some sort of fucking crystal. Is that the high strength crystal? Which is made... Oh, I don't even know what these things are. What is that? Like organic crystal? And that's titanium, which we have a shitload of on the other planet. But how do you make... Is this the polymer chemical? Okay, so it is. So I can do sticks, crude oil, and then something. Plastic. Oh shit, plastics make it possible. Plastics and sulfuric acid. And a chemical plant. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Alright. Dunzo. These gray hairs, baby. These gray hairs. That was... Save game. I'm going to save it as good day. Good day. What a treat. What? Oh, God. It does really make me want to play Factorio again. Because this game... I think that graphically, it... if you're really into 3D graphics, like, obviously this has, like, the up and down and swirl around stuff. Oh, so nice. Factorio has a lot of polish, and I like the combat element of Factorio. What I want to do now is I want to play a Death World Factorio with mods. Maybe that's my Friday night. But either way. Purify says, looking forward to this game progressing along. Yeah, it's in early access. It's $20. I paid $20 for it. And, I mean, that was way more than worth it. Oh, incredible. And, of course, Worth It TV shows up for me to say it was way more than worth it. Happy 2 years, and thanks again for the support. Next week, we were going to do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday Tarkov. Now it's just going to be Thursday, Friday Tarkov, because Spherical has a conflict on Wednesday. But Monday, Call of the Sea on Mostly Walking, which has been really lovely. And then Tuesday, Match the Gathering. Something for Wednesday, probably more Magic, since Call Time just released. And then Thursday, Friday are going to be Escape from Tarkov with our friend Spherical teaching us the ropes. Spherical already did a tutorial to help me get comfortable with the controls and the basic gameplay. But my homework is to die a little on my own time. That was fun. I'm actually so tired. I'm pooped. I'm going to go watch TV. Oh, yeah, and Danny T. Law, if you want some of this outro music, download the app Pretzel. It is all DMCA-free music, and they have a polka playlist, so let's jam out to it, yeah?